Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It is a rainy day in Chicago. Thank you for those of you who are coming over from CME. I caught like the last 2 or 3 minutes of their show, but that was it. So I put up the rainy background because it seemed to match the day that was going on. It is gray. I had a tough time getting out of bed this morning, man. It is a gray, cloudy day. Like my sensor for the barometric pressure is like, you are going to have a horrible headache today. Have a good one. So that was basically how I woke up. So anyway, thank you so much for coming in. This is Level Up Live. I am Jen Cohen, and I appreciate you being here this morning. Today's topic is rediscovering hobbies. So, hobbies that you may have had in earlier years, in your lower levels, and that now that you've reached higher levels, maybe you are rediscovering some of those that you gave up for a while for whatever reason. And I wanted to discuss that. So, let's go over to the chat and let's say good morning to folks and see who's come in today. So, first one in is John Gaylor, mod extraordinaire. Thank you so much for being here, John. I appreciate it. And this message I saw right away about Rally's creative being in the dental chair at this time, but wanting to say hello. Oh my gosh, I'm really sorry. I am not a dental person. I mean, I go because I have to. Um but I get really stressed out by the dentist. I'm like just shy of fainting in the chair. I actually do know somebody who faints in the chair, but I'm definitely one of those who has to take some Xanax before going to the dentist because my anxiety level goes through the roof. So I hope that you have an easier time at the dentist than I do, and appreciate you being here this morning and stopping by to say hi. Have a wonderful time in Helen, Georgia. I'm sorry that I'm not going to be able to make it. I kind of was not in the loop on what was going on until it was a time where there was then a conflict and all of that. So I've actually already put next year's date on my calendar. So I won't forget. And so I can make it next year. But have a wonderful, wonderful time for all of those of you who are in Helen, Georgia this weekend. I can't wait to see your content and can't wait to see everybody who shows up. So John was saying good morning again. And Scott, Captain Controversy, coming in on the CME raid. Thank you very much. And hey, as far as hashtags are concerned, if you want to drop your channel and you want to share out your YouTube channel with other folks so they can connect to you and find you, just do hashtag tribe, because that's what we are here. Is we are a tribe who sticks together. So TRIBE. Go ahead and do that. John saying good morning. Love that everybody is saying good morning to each other. And Level Up fam, fantastic. Thank you so much for being here. Ron coming in on the CME raid also. Thank you so much for being here. I literally ran over to CME just in time to click the like button and to just check in and see that they were on and that everybody was happy and healthy and doing okay. So that was it. So folks saying good morning and good morning, y'all, and all of that good stuff. And Ryan, who subs in as my Ryan Scott, so counts as a Scott for me, saying good morning from PK Adventure Travels. Thank you so much for being in here. Appreciate you. And just a girl on her porch. Hey, thank you so much for coming in. I love your picture and so glad that you could be here. Kathy Mills is here. Good morning. Thanks for coming in on the CME raid. Great to have you here. Folks still saying good morning here. I love that everybody's saying good morning. And Kurt and Marcia, who I was just talking about. Great that you were on this morning. Sorry I missed the show. I'll have to be on team replay. So everyone's saying good morning here. Let me make sure that I don't miss anyone. So great to be here. So I'm glad you like this topic. I actually I was inspired by this topic because I was going through a box of just like random stuff that had gotten packed up but wasn't gone through yet. So it was like it was just in the way and it had to be moved when we were having some work done on the house. So I kind of like shoved a bunch of stuff just in a big tub in a big crate container and then said, "Oh, I'll go through this later." So later came this weekend, I went through it. And one of the things that I found in there was some of the craft type things that I used to do. So things like cross stitch. Um, that I found some half finished or just started projects that have that I started ages ago and I haven't circled back around to. So I was thinking about hobbies and things that I used to do, that I used to make time for, that for whatever reason I don't anymore. So that's why I wanted to talk about this. And Captain Billy J Travels here is here. Ahoy there, everybody. And the real captain is here. You know, he's got the hat. So yeah, there we go. And sing and blame it on the rain. Yeah, Chicago is the windy city, not the rainy city. We're windy and rainy today, but at least it's over freezing. It's not snow, so I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to completely roll with it. So Travel Cake Trips is here. Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. So glad that you are here. And only 2 sleeps and a day to Helen. I can't wait to see everybody's information and all that you guys get to do in Helen. I've seen some of the events that are coming up and can't wait to see it and see everybody who shows up. So Bruce and Cindy, good morning. Ocean to Ocean Travel, listening while getting ready for the day. So glad that you are here. Ross is here with Orange Cone Vlog, and he says, "You don't want to know what happens to me in the chair." Oh, I'm sorry, Ross. It's always something, man. It really is. So, yep, good news. We'll do it again next year. I'm glad that the Helen trip is an ongoing an annual thing. So the cruising lizard is here. Good morning. I'm thinking of taking up cruising again. It's been a long 6 weeks. Oh my goodness, Liz. You, my dear, are one of the people I was thinking about for the Thursday show, because the Thursday show is going to be discovering hobbies, not rediscovering hobbies, but discovering new hobbies. And you are my hero because I want to be able to cruise like you cruise, like you and the hubby cruise, and have that be my hobby as I move forward in life. So I was thinking about you as I was scheduling the Thursday session. So Captain Controversy is saying good morning to everybody. And Denise from Bone Tired Travelers is here. Good morning, sweetie. So glad that you're here. I actually just talked to somebody from your neck of the woods down Mississippi Way yesterday, and she and I were comparing notes on the horrific weather that y'all have had over the past several months. So that was interesting. So Cruise Talk Live, Thirsty Thursday, and Match Game Live is my hobbies. You know what? That again for Thursday for discovering new hobbies. This is a new hobby for me. This is not really rediscovering one. This is discovering something brand new. So definitely. And Chet is here. Hey, Jen. And hey, Chet, I hope you are feeling better. I know you were under the weather last week too, and I hope you're on the mend. Najuma Brown is here saying good morning. Thank you so much for coming in. And 2 days in a sleep, not 2 sleeps in a day. Blame Kurt. You always blame Kurt. So how is that, how is that any different than any other day? It's like, oh, Captain Billy is blaming Kurt. Must be Tuesday. There we go. Saying hey. And Chet is working and lurking. Fantastic. As long as you're here, we're glad that you're here. And saying hey to everyone. Addie Lugo is here. Oh, you're going to Oh, you're probably gonna cancel the live today because Jeremy's having tech issues? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, thanks for coming in and thanks for letting us know. So Denise, you're expecting tornadoes today? Holy cow. What is going on with your weather, man? It's crazy. Scott Smith is here driving and listening. Thank you for being here. Appreciate that. Definitely stay safe, Denise. That's no joke. Your weather has been a mess. It has really been a mess. So Chet is giving a blanket hello to all. He's on a phone call. Okay. So Captain Billy says he used to collect basketball cards and play video games as hobbies as a kid. I love my current hobby, sweepstakes. I win lots of prizes. Okay, so you have found a hobby that you like to participate in now currently. Do you have any hobbies that you used to have that you've thought about kind of picking up again? Because honestly, I was looking at all of the information or all of the like partially done cross stitches and things like that. And I'm just not interested in taking that up again at this point. There are other things that I want to spend my time with. There's other areas that I want to spend my time, but there's some other kind of crafty artsy things that I like to do, and I like really doing them with, like, my granddaughter especially. So we'll make bracelets, we'll make all kinds of jewelry and things like that. She's really getting into that now because she's, I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna hate that I'm gonna say it, but she's in middle school now. So she's getting into like the friendship bracelets and the woven bracelets and this and that, and actually showed her how to make does anybody remember making flags out of safety pins and beads, like back in the 90s? That was like a real arts and crafts kind of thing that we used to do. And I showed her that and she loved that. So that was cool. Cheryl is here. Cruising is fun anytime. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Rigged. Scott says it's rigged, Captain Billy. I don't know about that. Some people are just really lucky at sweepstakes and really lucky at the casino, and you know, it's some people have the luck and some people don't. I don't go to the casino except as a spectator. I like watching other people play and other people win and cheering them on, but I don't play because on a cruise ship or in Vegas, Atlantic City, it doesn't matter. Jen does not have the magic touch when it comes to the gambling, so it just doesn't happen. So again, glad that folks are saying good morning to each other. And Donna is here. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Great to have you here. So cruising, I used to cruise last month. I need to pick it up again. I don't know that that's rediscovering or reconfirming, really. So great to have everyone saying hi. So Ross says he's so busy he doesn't have time for a hobby. Wait, I forgot. My hobby is comedic sarcasm. Ross, if it wasn't for comedic sarcasm, what method of communication would you use? That's really what would you do? So just cruised last month. Yeah, that's how you guys definitely are. Used to pick my nose. Thinking about picking up that hobby again. You know what? Remind me not to be there for that hobby. That's definitely one that we don't need to share, but funny. Sewing is one. Is that something that you used to do, Cheryl, and you're picking up again, or that you have thought of? So you used to make the flags too. See, I knew it wasn't just me. And she thought it was like the coolest thing to be able to do whatever colors she wanted. And we were making different kinds of flags and things like that. So you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family, Billy J. That is a true statement, but we don't need to talk about the nose picking anymore. Travel Cake Trip says, yes, we made those safety pin and bead flags, also the jewelry boxes out of popsicle sticks. Yes, all of those crafts my granddaughter loves doing all of that stuff, so it's really fun. So that's true, Sausage King Scott. Everyone gets a nickname. Everyone gets a nickname with Captain Billy J. Oh, John Crawford is here. John, hi. Thank you so much for coming in this morning. And Cheryl saying, hey to everyone. So John says he loves going to the casino. Without us losers, they would not have any money to pay the winners. That is true. But honestly, I prefer being a spectator in there. I don't mind like hanging out with friends of mine as they're playing slots or something or watching live play. That's always interesting to me. But yeah, he would speak through an orange cone. That would be his means of communication. I have a feeling it would still be sarcasm through an orange cone. So I think it would be both. Smoke signals. How are you going to be sarcastic with smoke signals? That'd be an interesting trick, Ross. So YouTube channel hobby, that, you know what, Chet, that is really definitely one of my like newer hobbies and something that I'd like to evolve and I'd like to turn into something more and more, especially as I think about like, what am I going to do after I retire? What am I going to do when I'm not working full time and things like that, which don't tell my boss I'm even talking about that because she doesn't want me going anywhere. So, so you used to sew, but you're scared to try it again? Give it a shot. Why not? What's the worst thing that can happen is that something turns out weird and it makes for a good story and a good post on social media. Nightbot is reminding you to subscribe to my channel. Nightbot is trained to do a few things for us. So make sure that you are smashing the thumbs up, drop your channel. So put in hashtag tribe, TRIBE, and drop a link to your own YouTube channel so folks can find you. And if you are so inclined to share out information about my favorite charity, Helping Hands for Cruising, drop hashtag HH4C and you will drop their links to their website and also to their YouTube channel. Because honestly, this is my number one goal right now. More than subscribers on my channel, my goal is subscribers on the Helping Hands for Cruising channel, because it is vital that we get that account monetized. We have to get it brought to a broader audience. We have to get it seen more broadly. So make sure that you are going over to the Helping Hands for Cruising YouTube channel and you are subscribing. Now, when you subscribe, make sure that the algorithm keeps you. So watch a video for somewhere up to about 3 minutes. Make sure you comment or like or both. If you are so inclined, watch a couple of videos. There's some great footage of recipients that is so heartwarming to see. So it's not tough to find good stuff to watch over on the HH4C website. But if you have not subscribed to Helping Hands for Cruising yet, subscribe. What are you waiting for? It costs nothing to subscribe and share it out. We've got to raise awareness for this fantastic charity. Appreciate it. So I see folks who are dropping things. You can pick your nose, you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your friend's nose. That one I have heard before too. So you got the truck in the shop, the wait begins. Oh my goodness. So your new hobby is the cricket cut, the crafting and sublimation. I did see Kurt's shirt this morning and you made that. That's fantastic. That is so cool, Denise. Are you doing any lives of like you doing the art and stuff? Because that is so cool. So you used to sew, quilt, cross stitch, and tatting, but your favorite is musician's mama. Okay. Fantastic. Thank you, Travel Cake Trips, for dropping your link in here. It will do exactly this. It will thank you for coming in, and then it will drop your link. Make sure to do that. The other thing is right here from Scott at Controversial Cruising helping me out. If you are not already part of the Facebook group. Please join us over there. I do polls and things like that for different topics that are coming up. And just so everyone knows, I have been working on a schedule for the Sunday show, Brunch and BS. And Chef Todd has agreed to come on every month and do a cooking demo. So it looks like the third week each month, we're going to have Chef Todd Presents, and I will do different polls and different suggestions for what he should make, because this is definitely something that's going to be. So, okay. Send smoke signals is an idiom that means to give unclear indication of one's view or intentions. For example, I'll tell you exactly what I think we ought to do, but what kind of smoke signal ought to be sent to the White House to them to figure out. Okay, so we're going with the technical definition and not the literal or the figurative, the idiom definition, and not the technical standing outside raising up smoke signals. So I got that. So, okay, you also have a Cricut, and you do all kinds of crafts with that. I've seen a Cricut in action, but I haven't tried it out yet. So those are very cool. Those are very cool. So here's the link to Helping Hands for Cruising's YouTube channel. Again, make sure you go over there and you subscribe if you haven't already. If you haven't already, what are you waiting for? It's a great charity. It's a great cause. There's no reason. It costs nothing. Why not? Get on over there. So Scott used to play baseball and then got fat, sassy, and old. I have seen you. First of all, you are not old. You are definitely sassy, and you are not fat. So you got 1 out of 3 on there. You got sassy. You got sassy, and you stopped playing baseball. Don't claim fat and old until you're actually there and you get them. So your new favorite hobby was the gym. Okay, so you're down a bit with the broken ankle. Oh, geez. How long are you in recovery for that? Are you in a boot or on crutches, or what's going on with that? Your hobby for 20 years was being a firefighter. That's a hobby, and your body will not let you do that anymore. That I understand completely. I've seen, Denise, that you also make tumblers, and you made neoprene car coasters with your logo to give out at Helen. Oh, cool. Oh, please take pictures of those and post that. I can't wait to see that. That's so cool. There we go. So Ryan has swag to trade. So make sure to send a coaster. We've got trading to do. So there we go. So Ross is reminding us that we have a marathon coming up to celebrate Helping Hands for Cruising and to raise awareness. Really, that's the number one goal. It is called Dreams in Motion, and it is taking place over April 25th through 27th. We are actually pulling the schedule together now, and it is really going to be fantastic. So, okay. Oh my God, it's horrible. Crap happens, and I even haven't had surgery yet. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's just a drag. Those coasters are going to be so cool. So you love the YouTube stuff. I have a lot to use with Too Chicken to get in the business of making content. You know what, Denise? I hear you. I actually talked about going live for probably a year, but yeah. Holy cow. Caught you live, Sully. I know who this is. Hello, my love. I miss you, my friend. So Denise is going to send Scott one. That is fantastic. Can you host TTT one night and give away one? I'll just play the chat, Denise. So you're going to hand off responsibilities? That's funny. So, Fenice, I won't tase you in Helen if I get a coaster. You're still with the taser? Now, let me ask, are you bringing different size tasers, or is it one big taser for everyone? Or is it going to be like You're going to tase some people a lot and tase some people a little. So that's going to be there. That is very funny. Denise has something for Scott. I'm going to try and get it in the mail before we leave town tomorrow. Okay. Sounds good. And he knows I'm too scared to host. You should host anyway. That is so fun. How are you doing, sweetie? We need to get together. We need to go out for drinks because I got a lot to catch up on with you. So your other hobby is craft supply hoarding. You know what? Can I tell you that one of the things that I cleaned up is during the pandemic, I started doing my own nails at home. And I tried different things. I was trying the chrome and dip and gel and all different things. And I accumulated an insane amount of nail stuff. Like I could probably open a small salon with what I accumulated. It's in a like case that stands about 2.5, 3 feet tall from the floor up. And it's like a steamer trunk full of stuff. And I have got to actually pack up all of this stuff and sell it because somebody should get benefit out of this. But oh my gosh. So Billy doesn't bring tasers. He brings something worth teasers. Aha, but ching. There we go. Okay. I have a date for drinks. I will messenger you and we will come up with something. So yeah, Denise, I agree that Denise should totally host a show. She's so awesome. So you teased to please, Ross. There we go. And shoe collecting. You have like a dozen pair of Hey Dudes. Oh my gosh. All different colors. Or are you one of those people like I am where I have a dozen pair of black shoes that are all just slightly different? So this is the 1-inch heel. This is the 1.5-inch heel. This is the kitten heel. This is the and Chef Todd just looks at me and just shakes his head. It's always TMI from Billy. So why is that a surprise? So craft supply and planner hoarder again. So we've got a lot of hoarders, got a lot of planners. People hoard different stuff. Is that a hobby? Is hoarding a hobby? That would be. Can't wait to see you hit 100,000 subs. Oh my gosh. You know what? Like I said, I am much more concerned with getting the subscriber count up on the Helping Hands for Cruising channel. That's where my real passion lies, because I think that we can, first of all, they're in the 400s now. So if we can get them to 500 and enough watch hours, we can actually get them partially monetized and then get them to 1,000 and really get it out there. Honestly, when we do the next live event, when we do the next marathon, Dreams in Motion, I think one of the big pushes that the content creators should be having is to make sure that people are going and subscribing to the Helping Hands for Cruising website, just to get that content out there and to get their name out there more. So you also have a small problem with handbags. I have a big problem with handbags and shoes. And I know it's very cliche, but that's okay. It is. So your next TED Talk is sarcasm for fun and profit. I like that. So you have a new pair of the spring dudes. Oh, silver sequin dudes for formal events. That's fantastic. I don't want to know that you collect kitten heels, because it's either literal kitten heels or the shoes, and yikes. Hobo bags are your weakness. Actually, dress up bags are my weakness. I have so many of those. So actually, we are getting low on time here. So let me real quickly switch out my banner just to remind you to make sure to support Helping Hands for Cruising. Get over there and check out their website. They've recently revamped it. So even if you've been to the website before, check them out. Check them out on YouTube and make sure that you go over there and you subscribe. If you're subscribed to me, you should way more be subscribed to them. They have way more interesting and important content than I do. So get over there. Make sure to smash the thumbs up on your way out. I appreciate it so much. It helps the algorithm, and I absolutely love that you guys do that. So thank you so much. The Hey Dudes are hot pink. Oh, so pink that you can't lose them. I want to see the sequined ones, actually. Okay, so love you too. Thank you all so much for coming in. I will see you on Thursday morning for Discovering Hobbies, and we'll talk about new hobbies that are brand spanking new. Thank you all so much for coming in. Have an awesome day. Remember to reach for the next level every single day. Sending love to you all. Take care. Bye.